All right, so you're thinking about making the move to Phoenix, Arizona, but do you really know what you're doing, what you're getting yourself into? In today's video, I'm gonna go over the 5 things you must know before you call Phoenix, Arizona home. What's up, everyone? It's Rich Brecklin with eXp Realty and Arizona Life. Now, if this is your first time here, thank you. I appreciate you watching. This video, I'm gonna go over the things I want you to know before you decide to call Arizona home. Now, if you're looking to call Arizona home, be sure to reach out. My contact information is below, and I can walk you through that process and help you like I've helped so many of my other clients who've relocated and made their own Arizona life. So to kick it off, number one, something I want you to know, I don't know where it is you're coming from or what the people are like there, but here, the people are so friendly. And at least that is from our experience. So we have daughters, we have a dog, we're always at the park. And there are so many different parks. We love that. We love all of the parks that we get to go to. And it doesn't matter if you're looking to spend money to go to, the zoo or the aquarium or up in the mountains, but even in your own neighborhood parks. And there's so many different parks within the community, but everyone there is so friendly. It doesn't take long before my daughter is making friends, our other daughter is bothering her, but the parents are welcoming everyone. Everyone gets it. I think that is because so many people are not from here, and everyone has that common ground of including everyone else. Now, I will say, there are jerks everywhere, but our overall experience is everyone has been so friendly. So if you're someone who likes to get outdoors, likes activity, Arizona is going to be a great spot for you. And definitely take advantage of where you live. Not just the park, but the mountains, the trails, the aquarium, the zoos, the restaurants. There's so many cool things within each community that you can do, whether you're looking to spend money or not spend money. So do not be afraid to get out in your community here, because that is one thing we absolutely love. Number 2, as you can see, I'm in my truck driving, and I feel like that is where most of my day is spent. The valley is so spread out. Now, I work the entire valley, and depending on the time of day I'm traveling, it can take me quite a while. It's big. So if you're going from the West Valley to the East Valley, depending on your time of day, the traffic can be a nightmare. Now, thankfully, with the 202 kind of skirting around Phoenix, that does help. But if you're on the 10 and you're heading east, and if you're around Phoenix area and there's an accident, you're gonna be it's not gonna be so much fun. But yeah, the traffic gets to be a little bit crazy, just because there's 4.5-5 million people here in the valley. So yeah, it's spread out, but again, the rush hour times can be pretty nuts. Now, most things that I do are within a 30-minute driving distance. It takes me about a half hour from Gilbert to Phoenix, get up to Scottsdale about the same. But if I'm looking to go to, let's say, Gilbert from the East Valley to the West Valley, depending where I'm going, you're looking at 45 to an hour, again, depending on the time of day and traffic. But just know, if you're looking at moving here, don't think like, look on the map, like, yeah, I'm going to live in Queen Creek and I'm going to work in Surprise. It's only however many miles. It's, you might want to rethink that and do a little bit more research, because again, the valley is so spread out and traffic can get pretty heavy. The third thing I want you to know is the landscape here may surprise you. Now, I know you can't see it right now, but right now it's pretty empty. I get the mountains pretty much all around me. But before we moved here, and really before I spent a lot of time researching, living here, I thought it was just going to be desert life and that classic just brown, dry, barren, nothing going on. But that could not be further from the truth, at least in the East Valley. So again, we're in Gilbert. there is way more green, and not just grass. You know, a lot of people don't have real grass in their yard, but I'm talking trees and flowers and bushes. There's green belts throughout neighborhoods. There's lakes. So it is not what you would think when you're in Arizona. Now, I sent a picture to someone of our dog by the lake in our community, and they thought we were in northern Wisconsin. So again, a lot of people, when we told them we were moving here, like, oh, why do you want to move there? Aren't you going to miss the green? But when you get here, you realize there's tons of green. However, you're not going to have grass. I mean, people do have grass. I really would not recommend it because it's not the grass that you're used to. And there's also a winter mix, so it's a huge pain in the butt. You gotta water it all the time. Water is a commodity. It's a scarce resource here. So I didn't want to contribute to that problem. So a lot of people will do, a xeriscape, just rock. And if they want the grass look, they'll do turf. But if I'm gonna take the dog out and get her in the grass, there's a park right by us, so we'll go there. But don't think that it's just gonna be the desert life. Now, if you want that, they definitely have that. You can find that community, you can find that style. It just depends on where it is you want to live. And a lot of these different communities, they'll shock you in how they are. So Val Vista Lakes, for example, you can have a lakefront home in the heart of Gilbert in Arizona, which I would never have believed it until I saw it for myself. It's a really cool neighborhood. Or you can have homes that don't look like you're in Arizona at all, like in Agritopia or Morrison Ranch, where those Morrison Ranch, like your white picket fence, like your, I don't know what kind of trees they are, but just remind me of like the classic 1950s neighborhoods with, the tree-lined streets and, grass in the yards. Those neighborhoods to me don't look anything like a typical quote unquote Arizona neighborhood. So that's something you're gonna need to know. You're not gonna get exactly, you're not gonna get that stereotype of Arizona home unless that's what you're looking for. So that's something you're gonna need to know is the landscape here may surprise you. And you're gonna have a lot of options to choose from when you're choosing on where you want to call home. Now, I hit on this earlier, but it's worth repeating. There are tons of things to do here, from hiking in the mountains, which are all around me, to the museum, to the aquarium, the Phoenix Zoo. There's always festivals and farmers markets, running. There's so much going on here that you will not be bored. If you're bored, you are not looking hard enough. You can head to, one of the pro sports games, Diamondbacks, Cardinals, Suns, Coyotes, whatever you want to go see there. But there is so much going on here. If you like the nightlife scene, head up to Scottsdale. You like good restaurants, you can find good restaurants in almost any community. There's so much coming here still that is just, it's always growing. There's always something going on. And if you're not looking to spend money, there's tons of parks. Now, I go to the mountains and hike. It's $85 for a year pass. I don't know what it is a person. If you just want to go once, maybe some bucks for the car load. But I paid $85, and it is well worth it. There's so many different events going on. One night we went to the Lost Dutchman State Park, Superstition Mountains, and they had a scorpion hunt. Now, scorpion hunt is, it sounds like probably the least thing I'd ever do, but it's kind of nice to learn about them. You catch them with tongs, and then they get a record on them, collect the data, and then they let them go. So that was a kind of a neat experience. My first time ever seeing a scorpion up close in person in the wild, and I caught, I think, 4. And they're fast, and that's the only place I ever want to see them. But yeah, a lot of different things to do depending on what it is you're looking for, but you'll definitely be able to find something. And the 5th thing I want you to know is the job market here. There's so many businesses and companies choosing to call Arizona home. They have good taxes, there's tax incentives for these companies, but a lot of high tech, AI, a lot of autonomous vehicle stuff here. But companies are moving here almost as fast as the people are. One, they can get such a good pool of job applicants here, and they know it's going to be a draw for people to come move to. So why wouldn't they want to call Arizona home? But if you are, depending on what field you're in, especially like, say teachers and law enforcement. I was a cop for 13 years, but police departments here, or really across the country, but they're hiring like crazy, offering sign-on bonuses, and same for teachers. There's such a teacher shortage that if you're in the teaching industry, if you're a teacher or want to be a teacher, this is a great spot to look. Now, obviously, look at the school you're going to, what kind of funding they're getting, because that obviously is going to impact your pay. But I know people who moved here were making the same in Illinois on paper, but their take home here is $700 more just because of taxes. But a lot of jobs coming here, a lot of businesses coming here, so a lot of opportunity for you. So I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, please reach out. My contact information is below. I would love to help make Arizona your life, help you get into that next home. I'm not your average agent. My name is Rich Brecklin, eXp Realty, Arizona Life.